All right, peace, y'all. It is I Natumaya, and I am coming to you live after a very long hiatus. I'm trying to listen to my body and really honor the moments of rest that it craves. And so, with that said, I'm here to share a reading with you. And this is not like the normal readings that I typically do. This reading is going to be a reading for whomever feels like they need to hear a message. All right. So I'm just cleansing the space. And for all those who are dealing with this snowstorm, I pray that you are safe, you are warm, you have good food, good comfort. And yeah, spring is coming, y'all. Spring must come because I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go with the vibes, okay? All right. Can you hear me? Hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to talk as clearly as possible. Let me actually move this up. I haven't worked with the mic in a minute. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Divine Creator, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Sacred Ancestors of the highest light and highest love, Sacred Star Seed Guardians, I give honor and thanks for this reading. And may truth and light be spoken through the cards, through the different divination materials. And may this message be resonant to those who hear it and come through as clear as possible. Ashe. Okay. I'm going to pull a few cards and then I'll start showing you since you can't see the table and where the cards are flinging to because they're already like starting to fly. Okay. All right. So we have 3 cards so far. We're going to keep it very simple today. We have memories, hope, and listen. These women are in a sort of in this sort of mode of contemplation, self-reflection, self-analysis, uh, for different reasons. Um, Reconnecting with the self in order to have a better sensibility of where they're at in life. There was a moment in your life where you were maybe you had a deeper connection with yourself. You had a deeper connection um in trusting yourself, in trusting that things would be working out. There could be a lot going on in life. You know, as we get older, life gets harder. Our awareness of the world around us grows. We start to see like humanity move in a certain direction and things aren't as fun as they used to be. So there's almost like this there's almost like this reminder to return to your childlike mind that will help you move through these life seasons with a bit more ease and a lot more optimism. Feeding good thoughts, hope is what keeps the light on, because without light there is darkness, there is sadness. And I'm not talking about the divine darkness where one can grow and develop and become renewed and restored. I'm talking about a level of darkness that allows you to not feel like you're able to see clearly, that doesn't allow you to feel the warmth of another day, or the warmth of the possibility of a miracle. Like I'm talking about something that keeps you stuck in time, where you are unable to release old cycles, old memories, memories that keep you in a loop, in a karmic loop, where you feel like you can't move on in life. It is so important that you allow yourself to move on in life, to receive the next phase of your life with trust and faith and deeper understanding, because there's not anything that happens to us that is negative that doesn't come with a lesson. It's always coming in with a lesson. So it is really important that if you find yourself in a state of hopelessness or helplessness, that you allow yourself to be open to the synchronicities and the messages of the universe, of the divine, of where the divine moves through. Because just as we can hear the divine in our heads and within our hearts, the divine also speaks through loved ones, or through other earth angels who walk the earth, that could share a few words with you in passing, that can help to uplift your mood, to help to uplift your energy, so that you can say, wow, like, you know what, that person is right. I'm going to apply this perspective to my path to allow me to move forward. Okay, so we have Ezeli Dantor here with etheric chords. Now, if you are of Haitian descent, or if you are very much aware of Haitian voodoo, you are very much aware, I keep using the word aware, of Mama Ezeli Dantor. Mama Ezeli Dantor is a mother Loa. She's a mother protector, a fierce guardian of her children, of the children of Haiti, of innocent children, and of women. And in this particular card, and with this particular message, it connects to the cord cutting energy. You know, as you know, or if you don't know, she wields her daggers to protect those which with whom she loves. She fiercely guards them, and I do feel there's divine intervention coming in to provide assistance in the cord cutting of past situations that do not serve you. We have entered into the fire horse year. We are in the 1 year. There's a lot of renewal, a lot of purification. There's a lot of new beginnings on the horizon for us. So it is important that we allow the old to stay old, to crumble, to stay in the past, to only move forward with lessons, to only move forward with knowledge and audacity, because that is how she moves as well. Understand? Oh, also, this card comes in with a 27, which, if broken down, is a 2 plus 7, which equals 9, and 9 equals endings, divine endings. Might I also add, sorry, the colors on here, blue, red, you know, when I'm looking at these colors, I'm thinking about justice for you, justice for your pathways, people who have done you wrong. No one leaves this earth, or any realm for that matter, without paying for crimes against others. What is done in the dark is never done in the dark. The universe is always watching. The divine is always watching. Everything is on the record. And so there is a level of justice here that I'm picking up with this card. Reasonable justice. Not just willy-nilly vengeance. I'm talking about whatever karma you see descend upon those who try to pull the rug up from under you, or take what is yours. They thought they took it. They didn't know what to do with it. It was snatched back, or it dissolved in their very hands. And what they tried to take from you was returned to you 4 times over, Tenfold is the better phrase. Tenfold. We have the shame card. Telling you, they're gonna wish they're gonna wish they never played with you. They're gonna wish that they never even tried it. I'm telling y'all, let me tell you something. They're gonna wish they never tried it, but they were so desperate. These people were so freaking desperate, and they're gonna continue to be desperate. It feels spiritual. It feels something like genetic. It feels like this is not just them. It's maybe can come from a mother. It feels like mother wounds that just were never resolved, and they just became like these very like covetous. um they don't really understand sisterhood. They don't really understand sharing or allowing themselves to connect with their own divine abundance. They wanted to get it from someone else. So it does feel like they are paying for this. This is very much in the astrals. It's in their spiritual waters. Like they there is a scarcity in there, and I don't know who didn't do the work to heal this within their family line. So it just feels like an energy run amok, to be quite honest. The I feel like with the shame, kind of going back to the shame card, I feel these are not genuine people that can really move, can walk the earth genuinely. It feels like they have a lot of issues with relationships. These could be the types of people that fall out easily with others. They don't trust others. Others can't trust them. They're weird and awkward in social settings. They're very easy to identify. If you talk to them long enough, you'll realize, this is not for me. So this is kind of like maybe the divine kind of coming in to give you an idea of the kinds of people to watch out for. But it kind of, I'm hearing like it doesn't really matter anyway because they're going to pay for it regardless. But if you wanted to know, to kind of spot them out in the crowd, this is how they move, this is how they are, this is some of their background, spiritual family backgrounds, stuff going on that honestly has nothing to do with you. But if you were curious, this feels, why am I doing this? I feel like maybe, okay, maybe it's just like, um it doesn't matter, this is not important, this is not, they're out the way, just as easy as they come as smoke, they just like just get out of here. So what's also being I don't know, I feel, okay, so for whoever is like curious, because this might apply to your situation, they're also saying some of these people, like, they try to seduce. These are the types of people that seduce people. um Love magic is what's coming through. Love magic, these are people that do disgusting love spells on other men, or men doing it towards women to take from others and try to steal what, like, divine part, like, okay, I'm moving too fast. These are the types of people who cast love spells on others to take partners from their rightful mate or match. So this was happening a lot. What I'm getting is, I mean, obviously this is this is coming to an end. I think a lot of people are realizing that they couldn't keep doing the same rituals. The same rituals aren't going to work because the rooting in the astrals is not going to, it's the soil is just, it's too loose. And whatever they were doing to hide behind innocent people, or to get innocent people involved in their trickery, it's just, so much has been cleared. The people that do these types of rituals, they're not going, this is this sacred lust card, but it came in with alchemy, and it just, is seeping with love magic. I'm sorry. Just like and you know, just kind of a side note, when you're doing readings like with cards, you don't take them so literally. These are divination tools that help to connect with what spirit is trying to convey. So with these cards together, it's just, to me, it's saying love magic, lust, nothing but the body beat, just come in with titties out, ass out. You know you want this, and I'm gonna take you from whoever. Like, that's all I'm getting from these cards, and that's how dirty these people move. They move real dirty. They don't have anything else going for them. They just, that's what they bring to the table, and the divine is cutting that cord. The divine is ending that, and honestly, it's not even working anymore, because a lot of people are have increased in their own vibration, their own frequency, and they're just not going for that anymore. People are not thinking with their loins anymore. They're thinking with their hearts and with their minds. People want to go back to something that is of substance, that has longevity. People are looking to reinforce like the friendships that they have, really try to get to know people. And I think that's going to help these love spell, like, um I want to call it an expedition, like these types of like plans and plots to do love spells. I feel like it's not going to really work, because people are just not going to be putting themselves in positions to have that done to them, or to even be on a vibration that would really entertain that too long. I think if anything, it could be like an irritation to them to some degree, like where their spirit is like kind of in conflict with this person, and on an energy level. Because if you, a love spell is essentially you trying to force someone to do something, and if that person doesn't want to on a soul level, there will be resistance. So I think there's a lot more protection, and a lot more, and it's going to be a lot more difficult for these disgusting people to be doing this type of shit to people. Pardon my language, but I have nothing good to say about these kinds of people. They come up in readings all the time when I have my clients, and there's just a lot of mess. It has caused so much disruption and delays, with not just people's lives and the children that are meant to be born with the rightful partners, but just in other things like money and business and job opportunities, and people moving and businesses starting. It's just like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it really is mental illness and spiritual illness. All right, so I feel that we're shifting gears a bit. I actually know this. Okay, sorry, that was just spirit kind of talking to me for a little bit. Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna see what else is coming through for those who are connecting with this reading. Okay, so all right, so it does feel like there's a lot of foundational groundwork that's being reworked by the divine. So as I was mentioning, the soil is different. The soil is different. The soil is different. What does that mean? That means that the things that you were trying to do, the business ideas, the opportunities, the general ideas, um, whatever it might be, there's something different with the soil. Plant your seeds again. Get your seeds, the seeds that you were saving because you felt in your body you just couldn't do it anymore. You're just too tired, you're tapped out, you're wiped out. It's time to come back to the plate. It's time to try again. There is a meme, or not a meme, like a quote I saw online recently, and it basically said, if you show up every day, if you show up every day, the results have no choice. Results have no choice, whether it's a bad result or whether it's a low result or a high result. Results have no choice but to show up as well. So it really is important for you to show up, even if it's one person responding, one person liking, one person watching it, even if they just didn't even interact and they saw what you had to share with them. That changes something in them because they're interacting with it. So it really is important that you come out, you step up with the creativity that has been instilled in you by the divine, by your sacred ancestors, the soul fragments that you worked so hard to retrieve through this life by constantly healing yourself. This is your time. This is the time to get to that garden of yours and start planting those seeds. So there's been a lot of work. The soil is different. The soil is different, y'all. Um, and it feels so divinely ancestral. It's beautiful magenta in this card. Okay. Okay, so what's coming through? We have the Get Grounded card, which speaks to empaths, highly sensitive. I feel like that kind of doesn't make sense. No shade to the, no shade to the creator of this. Okay, let me just connect with nature. So yeah, I kept saying the soil is different. Getting grounded. I think there is support that can come through being out in nature now. Yes. Oh, it stopped snowing finally. There is a blizzard that just kind of ran through the tri-state area, and if you're anywhere else in the world and you're watching this and you have the luxury of going to a nice garden with some decent weather and to just like really connect with the elements and the trees and the plant life and even the birds, like watching nature just be, I think that can be very beneficial to your etheric body, to your physical body. Putting your if you can just kind of sit in a clean patch of grass and take your shoes off and plant and really plant your feet on the ground, that can be very energizing, very helpful to your energy body. You can speak to the earth and ask the earth to absorb any dense energies that you feel in your spirit you cannot carry anymore. You ask for that assistance, and obviously you can give back and you can pray over the earth. You can ask for blessings upon the lands. If you have some water, you can pour it out and pour libations for those sacred spirits and sacred elemental spirits, to just show an act of gratitude. And I don't want to get too deep with the elemental spirits specifically because that is a completely different realm, and I don't too much get into a habit of like saying like telling people to do offerings. But I think water is a very safe gift to the earth, because obviously plant life needs water to grow, but also it is a symbol of life. And life, I feel life for life, like you give a gift of life to the plant life, to the elementals, and they will receive that with loving gratitude. And you don't have to say too much. You can just extend gratitude on an energy level and pour that water, and that can be like your your extension of gratitude for what Mother Earth has been able to help to heal within you, or even messages that are trying to be extended to you. Many of us, and I want to say many of us with a lot of like optimism, many of us have a higher calling and have a different experience. Have a higher calling and have a certain kind of roadmap on this planet, on this earth plane. And so nature calls to some individuals more than others in different ways at different times. So if you're listening to this reading, it does sound like you are being called to get with nature, to connect with nature, and to really sit in that silence and listen. Your mind, trust yourself, trust your mind, trust the messages coming through your mind. Sometimes I think we are existing so much on this third density plane that we're like, oh, those were my thoughts. No, like that was spirit talking to you. It's okay. Like we are communicated with in different ways, just based on our comfort level and what we're okay with. So trust me, like sometimes it's not your thoughts, it's the divine. And if you really feel you can't trust that, you can call on the divine and ask for synchronicities that are undeniable. Maybe you're listening to a playlist that's doing like a random shuffle, and then you hear some lyrics, and then you see something that literally is said at the exact moment. So yeah, you'd be surprised that the divine has many ways of communicating with you. It's not just audibly within your mind. It can be a feeling, a thought in the body, an image in the mind. So yeah. All right, I'm going to move on to one more deck before I close out this reading. Okay, so there's some abundance coming in for you. And it is fueled by your freedom and by your willpower. We have the wildflower card and the success card. So the wildflower card says live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. So speak, with the I see yellow flowers in here, speaking to the solar plexus. So this speaks to your willpower, this speaks to your audacity, this speaks to your vital, I guess I didn't want to use willpower or the word will again because like it was very redundant, but like your will to live, your power center, your solar power center. This is the energy that helps to truly fuel you in ways that you can like surprise yourself. And um this is motivated by the sun, by your personal energy. Interestingly enough, both cards have yellow flowers. And this is not how the deck is. The deck has different like images in the corner. Like you see this key and this door. Two yellow flowers. Come on now. This is about blooming, expanding on a solar plexus level. As the Japanese in the Reiki healing system, they call it the hara. This is the center point of the body. This is the part of the body when we see like certain combat disciplines where kind of like express their power from the center of their body. This is where the energy is. And this is what needs to be activated in order to really move forward when the time is right. I want to use the words right now, but you will know your right now when that creativity hits, when that inspiration hits for you to move. You're going to get it from your solar plexus. So once you start feeling your inspiration come up in your body, it is time to start fueling your solar plexus chakra and your sacral chakra. So working with orange and yellow, sitting in the sun, listening to solar plexus frequencies, tapping in with lion energy, feline energies, um, getting into your confidence energy. There's different herbs, dandelion, there's St. John's wort, there's marigold, all types of yellow energies, banana, citrus foods, lemon, serenity, happiness, vibes, good vibes. Take a trip, go to the Caribbean for a little bit, get into the solar plexus energies. That is what's really going to carry you moving forward, especially as we approach the spring season and as we really kick off this fire horse cycle and year, and this number one energy. It is really going to benefit you in so many different ways. There's so much old dense energies that have been washed away, and I think we've been through so much that it was hard for us to not even fathom a life without these distractions, but they truly are. Going through that opposition energy, that lower vibrational energy, is getting different forms of ass whoopings. So this is not something that you need to be worried about right now. So right now is the time for you to be focused on yourself. And even when I think about the solar plexus energy, I think about Leo, and I think about how Leo, when eliminating the ego, like the negative ego side of Leo and the look at me energy, like there really is something to be looked at, and like notes to be taken from Leo when in that high vibrational resonance, because it really is about that confidence energy. It's about being proud of what you've accomplished in hard times, and the integrity that you've maintained while in hard times, when people were trying to play you, when people were trying to steal from you, when you felt like you had nothing and no support. You kept going, and you never sold out, you never gave up, and you continued to lean into the things that made your heart happy, you know? And so if you were able to get through that, you're going to be able to move into this season with so much more power and a certain level of magnetism that's going to really prove to you that the universe is watching and waiting for you. So that's what I had to share. And I'm so happy I was able to do that in this video. So thank you so much for listening. And it's really great to be in front of the camera and sharing these messages with y'all. And until next time, I'm hoping to come back to do a Reiki collective for the Healing Lights channel. But I'm happy that I was able to do this, and I give so much honor and thanks. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.